really quite excited to share this new effect I put together recently I call Face Up Factor. Now for this trick you're going to need 2 decks of cards. We're going to leave one on display the entire time untouched. Only the spectator will touch this deck eventually when the time is needed. The remaining deck of cards we're going to use to come up with a random amount of face-up cards between the spectator and myself. So, since I don't have a spectator, I'm going to use this deck of cards to show you that the spectator can truly name any card. So in the performance, I have the spectator name any card out loud, free choice. Let's just say the card they name happens to be the Ace of Clubs, okay? So let's remember the Ace of Clubs, the freely, verbally chosen card the spectator has just named. And now what we're going to do is deal the deck, the entire deck, into 3 piles. And in a moment, I'm going to have the spectator flip face up within 2 of the packets on the table a secret amount of face-up cards. And the remaining packet, I'm going to flip up a secret amount of face-up cards before the spectator even flips up their amount of face-up cards. Okay, so I'm going to grab one packet. I'm going to just pull it out of view for a moment. I'm visualizing the Ace of Clubs. And now we're going to do this in 2 rounds. So if you just give me one moment. And I'm going to secretly flip over some face-up cards within this packet. So I have some face-up cards in this packet. Now the spectator can just freely, secretly flip up any amount of cards in each of the packets. The only stipulation is they have to flip up the same amount of cards in one packet as the other. So let's just say they flip up, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, okay? So they've decided to flip up 7 cards within their packet. They then, of course, have to flip up 7 whatever cards within the other packet. So let's say I think that's 7 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's just a free choice of the amount of cards they can flip up in each packet as long as it's the same amount. Okay, now once they've done that, we gather up all the cards and they simply cut the remaining packet on the table and we just merge all the cards together in our single deck. Now there's no possible way of knowing, of course, how many cards we've flipped up in our deck of cards. So what we're going to do is count for the first round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 cards. Okay, so we're going to remember that number 26. We'll gather up the cards. Now, just want to make sure that there's absolutely no cards left face down or face up. Okay, so we're going to deal the deck again for our second round. Again, we're remembering the Ace of Clubs. And for the first round, we've come up with 26 cards. 26 face-up cards. And we're going to do the exact same procedure again for the second round. Again, I'm going to come up with a secret amount of cards. We're visualizing the Ace of Clubs. Okay, that should be enough there. Now again, the spectator can choose any amount of cards, again, as long as it's the same amount in each package. So let's say they decide to flip over 2, 4, 5 cards this time, okay? So 5 in each packet, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So it can be any cards within the packets. Now, we gather up the cards again, and of course they can cut the remaining cards. We join all the cards together. And now we're going to count our second total. We had 26 the first round. This round we have, let's see how many, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 32 face-up cards. Okay? So now we're going to add 32 to 26 to come up with our grand total. So that gives us 58. Okay, so now that's obviously more than the amount of cards we have in a deck of cards. 58 being more than 52, of course. Now there's a reason why we had the potential number to surpass 52. I mean, it could be less than 52, but in 2 rounds it allows us to potentially land on the top few cards of the deck by continuing our count from 52 from the bottom to the top of the deck, making the top card the 53rd card, the second card from the top the 54th, and so on. Okay? So we arrived at the number, we added 26 and 32, so that gave us 58. Okay? So if we were to count through this deck of cards all the way to the bottom to 52 and continue our count with 53 at the top and 54 and so on to 58, would you believe that we would arrive, would that not be amazing if we arrived at the verbally freely named card, the Ace of Clubs, at the very beginning? So let's just see if that's true. So let's see if we arrive at the 58th card. Well, you know, the 58th if you count all the way through the deck. From 52, arriving at the top card at 53, 54, up to 58, 55, 56, 57, and the 58th card. Would that be amazing if it was the Ace of Clubs? And there it is, the Ace of Clubs. So that's how the trick works, and I will leave a link to the tutorial right here somewhere, and if you could please don't forget to leave a comment or rate the video, I would appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the tutorial.